Please help me welcome to the stage with a wonderful stage 3 round of applause. Get it going, get it going, get it going. Wonderful.
This is what my daughter must feel like during her birthday parties. Except everybody's white. Wow. You guys look like you're taking a break from shooting a spread on a pamphlet about diversity for some German university. Come to Germany and meet all the other white people. My name's Jendrik, I'm from Poland. Anybody else from Poland here? No, you're not. We're in a dark room, we're in a dark German room in Berlin. You're not Polish. Anybody Polish here? Nobody here is Polish. We've done this before. It does not end well for us. I'm really enjoying Germany. I'm the third person in my family to live and work in Germany. First one to get paid for it. I hope my grandparents are proud. See, this is what I like about Germany. You come to Germany, you make fun of the genocide, and the Germans are like, yeah, we messed up. Because every other country, they get mad. Americans, you're like, hey, you guys killed all the Indians and, Native Americans. And then you enslaved black people for 150 years, and they're like, no, that wasn't our failing. It wasn't genocide. They turned into like a cartoon rooster. I say, boy, we were not racist. That was my grandpapa's heritage. And I'm like, listen, no, you're pretty racist, because we're not great with racism here in Europe, but you guys are still getting married at slave plantations, and nobody's out getting hitched at Auschwitz. Right? Nobody's doing a gender reveal at Treblinka. Right? We're not having quinceañeras. Is that right? Did I say that right? Quinceañeras over, at the Nuremberg trials. We're trying to be better, right? I mean, it's not going great. Especially the old Germans. I don't know if you guys saw this. German radio interviewed a former German soldier asking if Germany should send tanks to Ukraine. The guy fought in World War II. On the German side, of 80 million people in Germany, and they found the living Nazi who has tank experience, and was like, no, don't send the Ukrainian tanks. We didn't kill enough of them last time. Oh, everybody's like, I like dark comedy. Then I show up and... I'm sorry to everybody who's on a date. And we're hoping for a hot comic at the end to seal the deal. This is what you get. I have a daughter. She's very important to me because she's proof that I've had sex. And a wife to prove that it was good. And my wife and I love each other. We're both EU citizens. This was not a green card marriage. It was real love. I've been sick a lot lately because of the kid. It's like a fucking Chinese wet market at home every week. Like, I don't believe COVID came out of a lab. I believe it came out of a preschool. Some kid's mom had to work. He was coughing hard. She still sent him to school. And 3 years later, we just took masks off. Like, it's been a while, but I've been sick, so I've been laying at home a lot. I've been getting FOMO. I don't know if you know what that is. Fear of missing out. When I first heard it, I thought, wow, that's like when I see my friends having fun on Instagram, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could have been there. But I'm past that. Like, I don't have fun anymore. My wife does. I'm in my mid-40s now. When my wife doesn't. Somebody asked my wife, aren't you afraid that when your husband goes out to all these comedy clubs that he's maybe sleeping around? And she just looked at me and she said, no, if Jendrik can sleep around, he can just sleep. That's what he's going to be doing. But I've been getting FOMO because every time I log into my bank, it's like, watch out, somebody might be trying to hack your account. I go downstairs in my building. There's like, hey, watch out! Somebody might be trying to steal money from you, pretending to be your nephew or your niece. I'm like, none of that has ever happened to me. Don't they want my money? I feel so left out. And I complained to my wife, and she said, well, maybe they don't think you're stupid enough to fall for these things. They're not looking they're looking for idiots. And I'm like, but I am an idiot, honey. Because last week I spent 4 minutes arguing with someone about what day of the week it was. And it's not, the problem isn't that I didn't know what day of the week it was, because it happens to everybody. The problem is I have a fucking supercomputer in my pocket, and I didn't think to pull it out and go, oh, it's Friday. Instead, I had a 4-minute talk about what day of the week it could be. What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm unfortunately, I'm being forced to learn German to be able to keep talking to my kid. I'm gonna be polylingual. I've currently been bilingual, and I was thinking about those words today, and that is some sexy shit, right? How is bilingual not just synonymous with being really great at eating pussy? It literally means 2 tons. Like, can you imagine? And polylingual? Shit. That's some anime. Just boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, my husband last night was amazing. It was like he was trilingual. And it makes sense. Instead it's like bilingual. Oh, I can be insulted in Polish and in English. Now my daughter's going to be able to talk shit about me in a 3rd language. It's amazing. That's why I have to learn it, because if you don't know what your kid's saying, you can't tell them to stop. Because my daughter she's learning German. She already calls her mama Mutti, and that is so sweet. She's like, meine Mutti, hello Mutti. Because see, if you learn German in Berlin, it doesn't sound like everybody's a fucking Nazi. That's Bavaria, right? In Berlin, everybody's like, hallo, auf Wiedersehen, guten Tag, tschüssi. I once asked my wife because I just say tschüss. I asked my wife, do people think I'm mean because I'm not all like, tschüss? No, anyway, yeah, she calls her mama Mutti, and I heard her once try to call me Fatty. And that is just too close to fatty. I can't. Anyway, that's my time. Thank you.
Keep it going, All right. Yes, we're at the end of the show. Thank you all so much.